Hey guys, welcome to AndrutoVGC. It's your boy Andruto, and today we're going to be breaking down the 2025 Bologna Special Championships. And what a special championship it was. Big shout out to Matteo Velata on winning the whole thing. It was an Italian showdown in the finals between Matteo and the current or the previous Bologna Special Championship holder, Ruben. And what a show that was! But let's take some time to kind of discuss Matteo's team, the trends that we noticed during the championships, and a little bit about his run too, because I thought this was a unique run for Matteo, especially going up against what looked like a crowd favorite, quote unquote, in Ruben. So yeah, let's take a look at his team. So first thing that I'm going to discuss is the trends, right? In the Bologna Special Championships, Cali, Shadow, and Zamazenta were the duo to beat. Check this out. In the top 8, 5 out of the 8 teams had Cali, Shadow, and Zamazenta. So this is the duo that you guys are going to want to watch out for. I myself have started using the duo, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty strong. I like Zamazenta. It's a really thick Pokemon. It's able to stay out there, take damage, absorb physical hits, and protect your team with wide guard and just that defensive presence with that Dauntless Shield. I kind of really like the Pokemon. Chimpao also, there was kind of a rise in Chimpao. I saw quite a couple of them too. But Incineroar, the King Cat is back in full force. Incineroar was in 6 out of the 8 top teams during the whole championship. So Incineroar is definitely seeing a lot of play, even with the rise in Zamazenta, even with the rise in Urshifu. We're going to go through those statistics a little bit later, but you see a lot of the Pokemon that were common usually deter the Incineroar from showing up. But with Terrestrialization and just overall Incineroar being one bad kitty, he still did his thing and he was able to win the whole championship. So yeah, this is the team that Matteo ran. So Ruben's team was actually very similar. The only difference in Ruben and Matteo's team was that Ruben had a Rillaboom instead of the Incineroar, right? So that was literally the only difference. And when I saw the preview before the game started, I already knew that Incineroar was gonna cook. Because you look at the team, right? So Ruben had Cali Shadow, obviously Incineroar eats. He had the Chimpao, Incineroar eats that too. The Moongus, Incineroar eats. Zamazenta maybe not so much, and Regibolt not so much. But when 4 out of your 6 Pokemon get cooked, because obviously Rillaboom is gonna get cooked by Incineroar, gets cooked, right? It was definitely a tough matchup for Ruben, and Matteo looked like he kind of had the whole thing from game 1. He was able to win it in 2. So yeah, so the Incineroar Assault Vest, this is becoming more and more common. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, Assault Vest seems to be the item of choice, because a lot of Cali Shadows don't really care about Incineroar. They usually try to nasty plot and blow it back through the resistances. So I think Assault Vest is a good call. Cali Shadow, like I mentioned, very popular. Ruben's Cali Shadow was Focus Sash and Terra Ghost, which is a difference. And actually, I want to talk about the top 4 match that Matteo had. I forgot the trainer's name, but so Matteo lost the first game, and that's obviously a time where a lot of trainers start to panic because your next loss and you're out. And in the very next game, Matteo leads Zamazenta and Cali Shadow, while the opponent leads the opponent leads Incineroar plus Cali Shadow. Now in the previous game 1, Matteo had terrestrialized his Cali Shadow to Dark to be able to survive the opposing Cali Shadow's Astral Barrage. But this time in game 2, he didn't. But the opponent used Fake Out on Matteo's Cali Shadow. It was insane. He used it, obviously didn't work because the Cali Shadow didn't terrestrialize. Matteo's Cali Shadow didn't terrestrialize, so he retained its ghost typing and it didn't affect it. And the opposing Calyrex, I don't know what he was thinking. I guess he thought maybe the fake out was gonna stop Mateo's Cali Shadow, which had terrestrialized into Dark type, from moving, but the opponent's Cali Shadow ended up going for a nasty plot. And guess what? Matteo used Astral Barrage and just blew that thing out of the water, while the Zamazenta used Body Press to knock out the Insuro. And just like that, turn one, he had a monumental advantage. The opponent had to call it quits right after that turn. It was insane. I don't think I've seen quite a turn one go that much in one player's favor. Like, he had to make the calls, and the calls were right on the money. It was something to watch. I wish you guys could see it. A matter of fact, I think I might try to show that clip if possible. All right, guys. So here is the clip that I told you guys about. The one in the top four match between Matteo and it's Lorenzo Silvestrini, where the game was just it just went off the reins after turn one. So yeah, check it out, guys.
Show that both of these trainers feel their lead is the best possible one that they can go for, especially because of the fact that there's a lot of different branches you could go down dependent on, I would say, external factors of what happened in that game one. Now we enter even more deeper into the mind game territory. Trainers do tend to try to go a bit more aggressive after in order to catch their opponents off guard, but we can subsequently even see a more of a middle game sort of play.
Yeah, there's no safe play from both of these leagues here, because we've already mentioned the downside to going for the Terra Dark. You kind of need to go for Terra Dark in the face of the opposing Calyrex, because otherwise Astral Barrage is an easy KO, and then suddenly you probably won the game on the spot. So you're almost forced into the Terra Dark so that you can get it, but no. And that Calyrex was not fake out at all.
Oh, Matteo absolutely caught Lorenzo off guard there, although the Nuzlocke has been set. Oh, he's gone for the rock! Astral Barrage absolutely getting rid of that Calyrex. My lordy, Matteo, teach us more. What a way to be able to approach this turn one of game two. Like we mentioned, you either go offensive or you go home, and Matteo chose the first.
So this is just going to be a double KO, right? This is the significantly better for Matteo, let's see.
That's definitely a word.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Wow. Okay.
An immediate double KO, and especially on the Pokemon that was the biggest issue in that game one.
Yeah.
That worked out.
And just like that, guys, you heard the commentary. It was insane. Just like that, Lorenzo, he ends up forfeiting the game literally right afterwards, and he ended up going to game three, and Matteo was able to take that one and become Bologna's special championship winner eventually. So it goes to show, guys, you never give up, you never quit, you keep playing and trying your best to win. All right. But yeah, that was that happened, and this team is really strong. It's really strong. Raging Bolt definitely pulled its weight with that Terra Electric, especially with the Thunderclap and the Thunderbolt. The opponent, I believe, had a Zamazenta that was Terra Water, and a lot of the time, this Raging Bolt was able to punish that with the Thunderclap, the Thunderbolt, etc., etc. Matteo played really well, and I liked his demeanor during the entire tournament. Very humble, very grounded, and like we all like the showboats, obviously, but it's nice to see a grounded player, a humble player, kind of win everything. And not to say that a lot of showboats win, but like I think comparatively speaking, he was maybe a little bit more humble than his opponent, and that kind of showed in the game. So yeah, huge shout out to Matteo for the W. It's a solid team, The Cali Shadow, like I mentioned, I like Chien Pao. Chien Pao plus Zamazenta. Those body presses hurt a whole lot more with Chien Pao. I didn't realize just how broken Sword of Ruin is. But having run this Pokemon or this duo together, yeah, it's a pretty strong combo, very strong indeed. So, no doubt why he has this duo going, and they were pretty successful. Mungus obviously doing the Mungus-like things, the Rage Powder, the Spore, the Pollen Puff, very standard stuff. Zamazenta, like I mentioned, is pretty good too, with the wide guard, body press, heavy slam, dauntless shield. His was a little bit more bulky. It finished with like 189 HP, so that's definitely more than about 172 HP EVs, if my math is correct. So yeah, if you're trying to copy that, I'd say that that's what you want to run, and then maybe 172 Impish, and then the rest you want to put that into speed. Raging Bull, like I mentioned, was pretty strong. But let's look at the usage statistics. So first off, the top 12 Pokemon, Incineroar, of course, he's a bad cat. He does what he does. Urshifu was doing well as well. You can see Urshifu, you can see the Iron Hands, you can see the Ursaluna. A lot of the Pokemon in the bottom you didn't really see, especially in the top 8. I think maybe there might have been a Whimsicott. Let me double check that, but I'm not certain. There might have been a Whimsicott in the top 8. Yeah, there was one Whimsicott in the top 8. A whole lot of grass types. Which you'd expect after the showing that Kyogre put on in the previous regionals. So yeah, the metagame always evolves based on the last regional championship. So look out for the next set of evolutions that's going to come up before the New Orleans NAIC championships that are coming up on the 13th, about the 13th, I believe. That's going to be the final showdown before the World Championships. So yeah, this is the top 12. I think this was day 1. In terms of duos, yeah, like I said, Cali Shadow, Zamazenta, that was the top duo to beat. There was no Cali Ice in day 2. Not a single one. No Kyogre either. So the metagame has definitely kind of adapted to that, or maybe the Italians just don't like using Cali Ice. But yeah, I think it was the same results last year too. It was a Cali Shadow that won the Bologna championship. So hey, maybe that's it's an Italian thing using the Cali Shadow. So yeah, this is the top 4. If you guys are looking for like a consistent duo, I'd say pick one out of these 4 duos to work with. They're very strong for sure, and they're proven. And then yeah, let's look at the restricted Pokemon usage. Miraidon, it didn't really show up a lot in the top 8. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. So the teams that weren't using Cali Shadow and Zamazenta, they were using Miraidon teams. So yeah, Miraidon is definitely still out there, so look out for that. There's a Cali Shadow. Lunala had a presence as well. Kyogre, surprisingly, is up there, so it's a Pokemon to look out for. But with the rise of Rillaboom and all the grass types, like I mentioned, and Wide Guard, like all the Zamazenta out there with the Wide Guard, so it must have made it a really hard time for Kyogre to kind of do its thing. But yeah, guys, that was the Bologna Special Championships. It was a lot of fun. I didn't watch a lot of day 1. It was mostly day 2 I watched. And yeah, he got his invite to the World Championship, so we're gonna see him there. Last year, the finalist for Bologna was Luca Ceribelli and Ruben, and we all know Luca ended up coming to the World's Championships and taking the whole thing. So it's gonna be very interesting to see who's gonna win it this year. And don't forget, guys, make sure to subscribe and like this video, because I'm definitely going to be giving you guys a breakdown of the World Championships, what to expect coming into the World Championships, and just how best to prepare. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a competitor or like a hardcore competitor, but I do watch a lot of this stuff, and I like kind of breaking it down and just thinking about the game and what the competitors are thinking about, because hey, it's Pokemon. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, guys, that's everything about Matteo's win over the weekend. I hope you guys hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys like the video, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.